Hi, it's Debbie Williams here, and today I want to talk about how you can help yourself to make the decision if you're in a relationship with somebody you really care about, yet all you seem to be is finding yourself in pain. So asking this question, what have you done for me lately? And perhaps getting yourself pen and paper and writing down any positive things that you feel that you've got from this person. And then on the other side of the paper of writing, well, what do you do that offends me or that hurts me? See, sometimes we can be in a relationship where the other partner can manipulate us, and sometimes they're not necessarily doing it consciously. It's something within them that perhaps they don't feel they deserve, that they want to have a relationship, or perhaps they don't feel ready to commit. So it's easy to twist things and to say, oh, well, you didn't do this and you didn't do that and you didn't do the other. And rather than us having some hard evidence of, well, actually, what have you done for me lately? We go on this journey to try and defend ourselves and think, well, yeah, you got it wrong. I didn't say that I wouldn't go there. And yes, you did. No, you didn't. Yes, you did. And it creates all this drama that you know in your heart of hearts that in a way you've been attacked by this person's belief and almost accused of being a liar perhaps. And so getting back our own strength and our sense of self, we need to become our own therapist in a way of being able to step out of our emotional attachment to it, because when we're in that emotion, we're in a trance state and we can't really see things clearly or suss it out what's going on, because the love is there and it can sort of blind us to the actual facts that are going on. So having the list of, well, what have you done for me lately, and then what do you do that offends me, you'll see that as you jot down both lists, there'll be a clearer picture for you to help get clarity and make any decisions that will work for you, especially if you see, that what you do offends me. The list gets longer and longer. A client I worked with recently, he said, can you just get her out of my head? I'm done now. And so I asked him, well, give me a whole list of things that she's done that has offended you. And one of those was when they first met, she was quite vile about his children, and he had the ability to step into her shoes and see that she was hurt and she felt threatened, and he forgave her. But the relationship had gone on and on and on, and it got to the point where there was no give on her side, and so he decided, well, I've tried and tried and tried. I need to get out of this relationship, but I need to get her out of my head. And I have other videos on this channel that can help with that. But he was able to see, as we listed down each thing, and we chained them together, so to speak, that actually, what am I doing here? This person, it's the straw that broke the camel's back, that he could see, well, she's done that, she doesn't listen, she's quite selfish, and blah, 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 had all of these things. And it started to build a clearer picture for him to destroy the love that he thought that he had, because he could see it for what it was. And the other side of that, when I've worked with couples again and we've done this, sometimes it helps them then to realise, actually, I've gone off on one here and I've decided to be hurt for that one thing, but in the grand scheme of things, this person is a wonderful person, so I perhaps need some help to get over this thing that's stuck in my head, the one thing that they did that I'm punishing them for, and I'm actually destroying the relationship. It gives you the opportunity to see it in black and white and think, okay. And the thing is then with that, other questions you can ask, well, what do I need to learn to move on? How can I shrink this down so that I can create a happy life for myself in the future? See, sometimes at the end of a relationship, the reason we get pain is because we had these dreams, and sometimes they can be Pollyanna dreams that when we see the list, we realise, actually, that ain't going to happen. And we have this dream of where it's going in the future, and now when the relationship ends, it's like our future has been taken away and we've got nothing to look forward to. So by looking at, what have you done for me lately? What have you done that offends me? You can then begin to design what your ideal partner would be and think, well, the qualities I'd want is this, this and this that they've got, but let's look at the things that they don't do. And let's look at the opposite. Well, somebody who listens to me, somebody who is compassionate, somebody who's kind, somebody who isn't a game player, somebody who isn't a manipulator, somebody who actually supports me. So you can start to write down a list of what you'd like to have in your ideal partner, and it gives your mind a clarity and a focus of what to look for when you are ready to move on. And sometimes there's that period of sort of healing, of, licking your wounds and realizing that, perhaps I don't want a relationship for a while. I had a period of that after, when I was 18, 19, I went out with somebody who was violent, and I didn't go out with anybody for about 3 years because I had to know that I wouldn't attract somebody like that to me again. Because this is what happens a lot of times. We will go out with the next person who's actually the same person but just in a different body. They have the same qualities, and so sometimes we have to then take a step back and think, well, what qualities do I want to have in a relationship? Anyway, I hope this has helped, and if you want to click the link below, I've got lots of free stuff on my website, free hypnosis downloads, which will help lift some stress off you. And there's other stuff there that, well, have a look round. And if you sign up and get my freebie, you also get free life coaching once a month that is certain questions of asking, well, what's gone well, what's gone to plan, what hasn't, what do I want to achieve this next month? That if you did spend 10 minutes or so doing that, it will help create a life where you're driving the bus rather than, on a boat with no oars and being battered at everything that comes at you. Okay, great talking to you now. Bye now.